Okay, let's make a clay pinch pot bear. So I'm gonna start out with a large chunk of clay, and most of my clay is gonna be used for the pinch pot. So I'm gonna break off a large piece and squish and squeeze it until it's in a ball shape, and then begin rolling it in my hands, keeping my hands straight, fingers together, rolling it in between my hands and keeping my hands straight, fingers together while rolling it on the table. Once I've got a nice smooth round ball, I'm gonna cup my other hand, and then hold the ball, gently giving it a thumbs up. Then I'm gonna take my thumb and twist and turn and twist and turn and twist and turn and push it all the way almost to the other side. And then now I've got a nice deep hole in my clay ball, but I want it to open up, so I'm going to pinch and turn all the way around until it becomes bigger. But remember, don't just pinch the top, bring your thumb all the way to the bottom, pinching with your whole hand, all of your fingers. You can even put it on the table and pinch and turn and pinch and turn and pinch and turn until the rim is all even. So you can see it's a little thicker over here. So I'm gonna pinch over here, and I'm pulling at the same time, widening out the mouth. And I want the rim to be about a pinky thick. So that looks good. Now I'm ready to make the head and legs. So let's lay it out. I'm gonna grab a chunk for the head. And I think I made the bear's feet too big here, so let's make them a little smaller. Pinching a little bit for each leg. All right, so I'm gonna roll a ball for the head, and I'm gonna create the whole head before attaching. So I'll take another small chunk, and this is gonna be the nose of the bear and the ears. Tearing it in half, rolling a ball, and then squishing it in my fingers to make the snout of the bear, scoring and slipping. Scoring by making scratch marks, using that wet clay glue, and attaching. And do that, roll a small ball for the nose. Using my carving tool, toothpick, or any other sharp tool to create a mouth and push in some eyes. And now I'm ready to create the ears by rolling a ball, squishing it into a larger ovally circular shape, and then cutting it in half. I'm using a popsicle stick, and then choosing where to place those ears, and using a clay knife to smooth it out so that it doesn't fall off. So now I've got my head. I'm gonna roll the rest of the pieces into a clay ball. And then we're gonna go ahead and pinch and flatten out each of these balls a little bit to create the paws. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once I've got all 4, I'm ready to attach, and here we can just take this and attach it on the inside. So I'm going to press very firmly, holding the base so that it doesn't stretch out my pinch pot. So I'm cupping that while attaching each of the legs on all 4 sides. And once I'm done that, I can decide how I want them to look. Do I want them to be bent out? Do I want them to stay standing up? And once I've decided that, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the head. So I'm gonna turn the pinch pot so that it's standing. and then score and slip what I want to attach. So bottom of the head and the side of the pinch pot, adding slip. That clay glue, I'm gonna press down, again using my finger to hold the shape of the pinch pot, and then use my clay knife to pull a piece of the head onto the base just to make sure it doesn't fall off. And lastly, after shaping it the way I want, I'm gonna add my last detail, which is the paws. And of course, oops, I did 4. Of course, you can also, if you have extra clay, add more details, maybe even a tail. So go ahead and your turn to make a clay bear.